Shalom Akim, all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Kanak, and I want to come to you and do a quick video, on the pride of Esau. I'm in transit right now. Got slavery in a few, so I'm going to do this quick video. I'm going to hit a couple of scriptures. All right, because Esau is at his all-time high of pride, even though his kingdom is going down. And really, it's a mixture of pride and hatred. All right, hatred for you Israelites, all right, you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. All right, because Esau has a perpetual hatred for us. All right, like it talks about in, I believe, Ezekiel the 25th chapter. That's why the Most High is going to put so much hell on Esau. All right, now Esau has done all this wickedness. All right, from slavery, from rape, from robbery, from lies, from murder, from poisoning from poisoning our food, poisoning the air, poisoning the earth, and then sowing disinformation. All right, stirring up wars, experimenting on people. All right, primarily our people. All right, because Latin America is a big testing ground for Esau and his different drugs. All right, different diseases. Also, you got the Africa, primarily the west coast of Africa, where a lot of our people were still left off. All right, that's a big testing ground. All right, for these different chemicals that Esau puts out in the water, or whether it be the air, whether it be injections in a form of in a disguised form of vaccinations. So he has done all this wickedness, and he continued to do wickedness. All right, through his witchcrafts. All right, and he feels that he did it in righteousness, and that there's nothing is going to happen to him. All right, life is going to go on as it was since the beginning. All right, he's going to steady be in power. He's going to be able to destroy the earth. All right, he wants to shoot nuclear missiles at Mars to heat it up. All right, at the moon, at the sun, he wants to blow things up. He's very destructive. And he thinks that there's no consequences and repercussions for his actions, which according to the scriptures there are. All right. And this is all prophesied. All right. That Esau was going to destroy the earth. All right. Prophesied who the Edomites are. So now we know who the Edomites are, which are you so-called white people, whether you be French, German, all right, Spanish, whether you be from Switzerland, Germany, all right, these other EU and NATO nations. All right, the seed of Esau. All right, so let me bring out a scripture. So this is Jeremiah 49:12. For thus said Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. All right, who was not supposed to drink of that cup? Which that cup represents slavery. All right, the Lord's indignation, the Lord's judgment. All right, and that fell upon our people, Israel, the 12 tribes, because of our disobedience. All right, so we weren't supposed to take of that cup because we are a royalty, and the earth was made for our sakes. It's like for annoying bug outs outside, man. It says, so we are surely drunk of that cup, and we're still drinking that cup right now. But the Lord, he's turning back of our captivity, meaning he's taking away these curses from us, and he's placing upon our enemies, primarily Esau. That's why his kingdom, these Edomites, their kingdom is going down, and they have so much and so much pride. Like the scriptures say, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks. Because even though his kingdom is going down, he can actually see that the transition of power is taking place, whether it be on an economical or a national standpoint, as far as the other nations coming into power. He still thinks that he's going to be in power. All right, he still thinks that he's going to be able to take hold of this power, take hold of the power of the earth, all right, through his new world order that he's been setting up since America was founded, all right, by the so-called founding fathers, which was the black hand, the Rothschilds, the elites really bankrolled America. All right, and I'm back in Jeremiah 49. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So if the Most High, he punished his people, this is a rhetorical question to Esau. Should you not go unpunished? And look how much wickedness, that you have done, and my people have done wickedness, and I put them in the state that they are now. I beat them. I beat the name out of them. All right, I let you hang them. I let you experiment on them. I let you give them GMOs. I let you poison their water. I let you lock them up for crimes they have not committed. All right, I let you have your way with their women. All right, with their children. Take away their children away from them. All right, and we're still in your hands to this day. So you think that the Most High is with you? Esau believes that the Most High is with him, and that for all the wickedness that he's been doing over the last 500 plus years, and even be going before that. All right, when he came up in the form of the Greeks and the Romans, when he came into power, okay, he thinks that none of that wickedness that he has done, all right, is going to be returned to his head. Where the scriptures say, if you sow wickedness, you're going to reap wickedness. All right, okay. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. That's right. You're going to drink of that slavery, man. All right, Esau, you Edomites. Cause now you're starting to know that you're Edomites. All right, and this Israelite thing is a nuisance. It's a nuisance to you elites. All right. Furthermore, you low-level Edomites too. You low-level Edomites just really don't understand what's going on. That the Most High, he's setting up his men to take down this kingdom. All right, with our head king Yahushua in charge. All right, to take down this wicked kingdom called America, where they put women above men. All right, they put women on a pedestal of you getting with a woman. It's like winning a prize, and you should treat her with the utmost respect. All right, when a woman was set up to be a possession. All right, a woman wasn't set up to be in any type of authoritative position. All right, she's supposed to be chaste. She's supposed to be humble. All right, she's supposed to be in her house, not amongst men. All right, in the house teaching the other young wives how to love their husbands. All right, what to do, how to cook, how to clean, how to guide the house, how to guide their children. All right, you don't see that in America. Who has done that? Esau has done that. No other nation has done that. All right, put women on top of above men, other than Esau. And then that wicked doctrine has fallen on these other nations that agreed to line down with the beast. All right, agreed to democracy, which was really beaten into them. All right, but you have some that's fighting, like them Arab states. All right, them Elamite states. Some of them don't agree to that doctrine of America because they're still in that ancient way. The Most High put a different spirit on them. Okay, but you have a lot of these other countries have taken hold of that American democracy, or that Christianity, that beast-like system, how they rule. All right, that's why the scriptures say the nations were mad. All right, why? Because they've drunken of that Babylonian juice, which is all the lies, philosophies, indoctrinations. Okay, the way that here it is. Esau is the most wicked entity on the planet Earth. All right, and he's pretty much forcing everybody to live like him. All right, women wearing pants, men being homosexuals. Right, like Sweden pushes that trans life, that binary, not what's the word I want to use, not describing what is it? It escapes me. Not describing gender, not being gender specific. All right. So they're raising them Swedes. All right, the children, and which are so-called Edomites. Which are Edomites. They're raising them to not be any gender, to have no gender, man. Not be a boy, not be a girl. So this is the type of rule that Esau's into. Let me get a precept real quick. 1 second. Let me get Sirach, the 10th chapter. Let's start Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And you can see that America is totally out of order. That's why it's called Babylon the Great. When you break that word Babylon down, okay, Babel, which means confusion, right? Like when you have somebody that's babbling on, it just confused noise everywhere. He's not making any sense, right? It just sounds put together without any meaning. That's what America is. All right, and that word government, govern, it means to control, and mint goes back into the Latin mente, which is your mind. That's even Latin Spanish mente, right? What goes back into your mind. So it means to control your mind, which the Most High set up governments and rulers and kings to what? To make sure that the people are on point, and to punish those who break the laws. All right, that's why we were set up. That's why we have a king. We have different officers, different judges, Levites, priests. All right, for judgment. All right, but Esau, he doesn't have any judgment. His judgment is backwards, right? Which he awards wickedness, and he discourages righteousness. He looks down upon righteousness, all right, because he's a wicked person. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. That's right, and America is just a big city, all right, the city without walls. All right, Babylon, that great city, man. So as the rulers, which are the Rothschilds, the elites, and then that trickles down to the policymakers, because they're all taking their orders from the Rothschilds, how the Rothschilds want to run this place, and and then they're getting that from the spiritual demon Satan, because everything is spiritual. Okay, everything is spiritual. You can read that in Ephesians the 6th chapter. Okay, so Satan is the one who's controlling this government. All right, and I'm gonna prove that, because Satan, he tried to make Yahushai bow down to him to receive the rulership of this kingdom. So with that, knowing that, according to Matthew the 4th chapter, being Satan the prince of the air, he has control over the rulership, all right, for a particular time, for a small time, which he goes hand in hand. He's working through Esau, all right, the spiritual demon Satan, all right, because you have witches and warlocks that are actually putting up spells, all right, to try to deceive the people. You see this different advertisement. You see all these different that transhumanism, all right, everything is going digital. That's all witchcraft, all right. His pharmaceuticals, all right, that's all witchcraft. And that witchcraft is to do what? It's to mess with your mind, all right, because everything that comes into your body, all right, has to be filtered through your mind, through your spirit, all right, and your spirit is susceptible because we're in these bodies, all right. I'm talking to you Israelites. Now to the other people, and 2/3 of our people are the heathens. Esau, they have no spirit, they have no discernment, so they can't fight those demons. That's why we're in a battle. We're in a spiritual battle as we speak. A battle in the spiritual demon Satan and his minions, all right, from taking us from first and foremost, taking us out of this truth, all right, because Satan's job is to discourage you, all right. Satan's job is to discourage you from believing in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and from believing in a doctrine, all right. Where am I? This is Matthew 4. And I'll start at 2, and I'll read fast. And when he fasted 40 days, and 40 nights he was afterward a hungered. And when the tempter came to him, the tempter, which is Esau, the spiritual demon Satan, which works through the spiritual demon Satan works through Esau, and he's the tempter. He said, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." But he answered and said, because all Satan was doing Satan was quoting scriptures, all right, trying to trick us, and that's how Esau comes. He comes in that very humble state, that very deceptive state, a serpent, which he was named the serpent in the garden. That's why he was able to deceive Eve. And the tempter came to him and said, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hand they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone." Yahweh said unto him, "It is written again that thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." Again the devil taketh him up into exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said unto him, "All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me." Hence Satan, and worship me, right? Verse 9, and he said unto him, "All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me." All right? That rulership of the planet Earth, all right, is given unto Satan for a particular time before he's cast down. He's taken out. And the people that he works through, all right, because everything is spiritual. All right, you got spirits on the left hand and then on the right hand side, and they're working simultaneously, all right, with each other, simultaneously, making people do things, all right, because the spirit, the earth, we're on the earth, which is physical, but the spirit, which is in another dimension, so to speak, so you can understand, is controlling everything in the physical realm, just like a computer program, right? You click, you go on Facebook, you go on Yahoo or Google, you do anything, you watch a YouTube video, right? There's programs that are being ran in the background that you can't see. All right, there's different programs that are being ran in the background, doing all type of calculations to pretty much physically manifest whatever you're doing, whether you're typing, moving the mouse. All right, so the same thing goes for the spirit world and the physical realm. All right, you have the spiritual realm, moving things, making things happen, stirring up spirits. Okay, stirring up spirits, and then it's controlling the physical realm. All right, it says, and said unto him, "All these things will I give thee, if thou will fall down and worship me." All right, so Satan has this current place. That's why when our people say sell out, they sell out to Satan, whether it's unbeknownst to them or whether they're stone cold Satan worshipers. All right, because whether you believe you're not worshiping Satan or you are worshiping Satan, Satan comes in many forms. All right, Satan comes in many forms. So let me go back. Yeah, so this is Jeremiah 14:49 and 13. "For I have sworn by myself, said Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, and a reproach, and a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste." Yeah, so that's talking about Esau. Esau, he's going to be a perpetual waste. And I'm bringing another precept because when I started talking about Esau and his pride, okay, because the scriptures say pride goeth before destruction, and you can just see how much pride Esau has. All right, and it's trickled down. It's trickled down to even the low level stock Edomites. All right, they believe that they're better than you black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you Israelites. even if you make more money than them. All right, the average everyday so-called white man believes that he's better than LeBron James or any top so-called black entertainer, whether he be in politics, whether he be in the movies, sports, okay, whether you're Floyd Mayweather, you make and you worth $1 billion, all right. He doesn't look at you as an equal. He looks at you as a low level, just a nigga with money, all right. He enjoys your entertainment, but other than that, he wouldn't want you to be sitting next to him every day at the dinner table, or marrying his wife, having a so-called interracial baby. All right, he thinks in a higher class mentality because he knows that he knows the history, he knows that he has taken us down, and at the same time, these elites, they know that they're going to get taken out of power. Notwithstanding, the Lord has hardened their heart, and maybe I can get into that if I have time. This is Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Yeah, pride goeth before destruction. So that's beautiful, because of the pride of America, which represents homosexuality, women worship. All right, do as thou wilt. All right, just being loose and open. That's what America is all about. It's being a place of openness, being pretty much being the reincarnation of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and let me see if I can. I want to get another precept if I can find it. Bear with me just a second. Because the spirit of America is the spirit of Sodom and Egypt. All right, like the scripture saying, Revelation. All right, I'm gonna just bring it out. I'm gonna find it. So, okay, yeah. So, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually, right? Spiritually, which you have to be a spiritual man. 1 Corinthians 2, starting at 14, says the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit, because he is spiritually discerned. All right, that means he doesn't have any understanding. But the spiritual man, all right, they can understand and discern things. So this is a big mystery, right? That's why in, I believe Revelation 18 chapter says Babylon. It says that it's Revelation the 17th chapter. It says basically Babylon the mystery. Let me get it real quick. All right, let me get it real quick. So this is Revelation 17:5, and upon her forehead was written. I'm gonna just start up just in one. I mean, I can read more, but I'm gonna start up in the fourth verse. This is Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. All right, it's not an actual woman. All right, this is symbolizing America and her so-called greatness, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations. All right, so she was decked out as this great kingdom with jewels and gold, but within her was full of all type of abominations, which abominations are filthy, are pretty much, it goes against the Lord. All right, sodomy, worship of idols, fornication, okay, murders. Those are all abominations. Not honoring your parents, not honoring the Sabbath. All right. And upon her having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. America is filthy and dirty. Okay, first and foremost, it has the blood. It has the blood of our people spilt in this land. All right, hundreds of millions of Israelites, if not billions of Israelites, from the time that from the time Esau came to the shores of America and also to Central and South America. In the islands, you have Canada, Alaska. Since Esau has came, he has came with the sword, and he has destroyed. All right, he has literally destroyed not only our people, spilled our blood. All right, he has also destroyed the earth, and tried to extinct animals, which the Lord Esau can't extinct an animal. All right, there's animals still there. The Most High is hid them from Esau. All right, because the Lord he has created the earth. He has created nothing in vain, and he created the earth to be inhabited. All right. Verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, mystery. All right, so Babylon is that mystery. It's that mystery kingdom. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So Esau's kingdom, America, is the mother, meaning the everything. All this wickedness has come out of America. All right, and has sprang up this evil root, and has taken place on the whole world, primarily in America, which America's spirit is off. All right, when you go to different countries, okay, when you go to different countries, there's a total different spirit that percolates throughout that city. All right, but when you come to America, the first thing that you encounter is pride. Even these other Edomite nations, the Swedes, the Germans, the French, the Spanish, the English, all right, they don't even like America. And they're Edomites also. The Russians, okay? You got the different Eastern European Edomite countries, Edomite cities. They don't even like America because America has propped itself up and put that pride, had that prideful heart, because he has taken down all the dark nations, and he has put them under subjection, and he has them under their foot, under his rule right now. At the same time, that miry clay and iron, where it talks about in the book of Daniel's, all right, it's being broken up, and these different Edomite nations, all right, like the ones I named earlier, the French, the Spanish, the Australians, those are all Edomites. All right, they're going to come against America, all right, and shoot their missiles on America. Let me get back. Okay, so I was just proving that America is that a mystery, you know. So that's why it's only revealed. Amos 3:7. He revealeth his secrets to the servants, the prophets. The Lord will do nothing, but he will reveal his secrets to the servants, his prophets. So that's why the spirit of prophecy has been out there heavy, and a lot of prophecies are coming to pass. And to understand that America, in the book of Revelation, in the book of Isaiah, in the book of Daniel, all right, in the book of Jeremiah, is talking about America. All right, in many other books, all right, that is alluding to America. All right, which is very plain. All right, what Sirach 39 and I believe 24, it says the ways his ways are plain unto the righteous, but are stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Okay, and I'll just get that so I won't quote it. I quote it correctly. All right, because that's one of my favorite scriptures that I meditate on a lot, because you're not going to have a lot of people that get this word. All right, it's a stumbling block unto them. Yeah, this is Sirach 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. All right. First and foremost, okay, that's talking about our people. 2/3. It's 2/3 of our people, which is like the sand of the sea, which are in every nation throughout the planet Earth. They're going to be destroyed. All right, because they're pretty much spiritually discerned. They can't discern right from wrong. All right, which they can, but they're just wicked. All right, which turns them into reprobates. Okay. not able to judge what's righteous and what's wicked, because that's what the Most High is setting up, that 144,000. All right, he's setting up that ruling class elite. All right, because we're elite. All right, well, the hopeful elect. Okay, which you'll find out who the elect are. All right, once this thing is finished, once the Lord comes back. All right, at the same time, amen, who's doing the work out there? Who's pushing the word? All right, who's really fulfilling the gospels? All right, is doing what Yahushua told him. All right, so-called Great Commission. Who's doing that? All right, do you see any other group out there doing it? We will have to be Great Millstone. We will have to be under the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men of the Lord. All right, but of course it's going to be manifested in the end. Then shall you know that a prophet was among you. All right. So going back, Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt. And Sodom represents homosexuality, and all manner of perverseness. Okay, which America is a forefront of pushing these different sexual demonic spirits out there. You know, whether it be transhumanism, transsexualism, all right, pushing the LGBT, however, the lesbian, gays, transsexuals, and I don't know, cross-dressers, whatever that is called. America's in that forefront. All right, you have Agenda 21. Okay, you have the Gay Manifesto. All right, that's the spirit of Esau. All right, that's the spirit of Satan. That's jumping on these people to get them distracted. All right, to turn America into that perverse city, because America was prophesied to be this perverse city. All right, and how much more perverse can you get other than how much more perverse can you get? All right, agreeing to homosexuality, agreeing to sexual immorality. All right, and the belief system that you can do whatever the hell you want, and there's no judgment and no repercussions for your actions, and that God loves everything that you're doing, or you don't even believe that there's a God. All right, that's what America teaches. It says, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. All right, and that word crucified means crossed out. All right, because the prior to the Renaissance, okay, prior to the Renaissance, when we were taken down in Europe, going around the mid to late 1400s, that's when we start coming out of power. And a little bit before that is when you had Esau coming up into those monarchies, all right, and taking over those monarchies, and taking over Jake in those different countries, all right, the nobility, and then putting on and then taking on the during the Renaissance, taking on those names of nobility, all right, changing the names, all right. Prior to that, we knew that who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahushai, that he was a so-called dark-skinned black man, which you would describe him today, a so-called African American, all right, which we know that we were the Israelites. So that's when that name Israel start really getting taken out of us, all right, because we start going down simultaneously when not simultaneously, but a little after that, once those black nobility started getting taken down, England, Ireland, all right, different parts of Europe, all right, also the Moorish Empire was being taken down by the Ottoman Turks, okay, which were Edomites that took on Islam, all right. We start going in slavery around the late 1500s, early to mid 1600s, all right, because the bulk of the so-called slaves that came from the west coast of Africa during that transatlantic slave trade, all right, were around 1620, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, around that time, that's when the nations got together and they made that tumult and they made that secret council. They made that secret council to come up against us. I'm not going to get, I believe it's Joel. Let me see. Joel, the second chapter, if I'm not mistaken. That's Zechariah, Malachi. Let me go for it. Let me see. No. I gotta find. I'm not too sure. I forget exactly where it's at. Or it could be. Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty much. These other nations have are in conglomerate with each other to take down Jake, are in to keep the name of Israel blotted out of the earth. All right, but the Most High, He's putting that spirit back out there to wake us up, to wake His people up, or His elect to endure this kingdom. All right, which is really a queendom, and the worst case scenario for our people, because we see that our people have totally indulged and really bit off that fruit of wickedness, so to speak, all right, and have pretty much devoured it and have created to be their own culture, all right. So I hope you brothers was edified. I kind of jumped around in the topic, but it's all through the spirit of the precepts that I brought out, and we must endure, all right. We must endure, keep doing shows. We must fight the good fight of faith. All right, because this is a spiritual battle, even though it's manifested in on the physical realm, whether your job is at you or you have aches and pains, infirmities, or Satan's trying to mess with your mind. Or we must endure and fight and rely on Yahweh Shai to get us through this hellhole. All right, this hell that we're in. All right, because this is our prison sentence and it's almost over. So, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to my apostles and my elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessing to you brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, it's your brother signing off. Shalom.